Okay. I think I got everything set up correctly. I really hope I did this correctly. Let's see here. Let's get... There we go. Get the sound so you guys can hear it. This is gonna be interesting. So, it's gonna be the first time I've ever played Doki Doki. I've never played it before. This is gonna be the first time. I don't even think I've even watched like a YouTuber play it. So this is gonna be quite interesting. Like, I know how the story goes because I've watched YouTubers who make musicals off of video games and all that, and I've seen their version of it. But of what I've read on it, it's very graphic, and the loading screen even said that there's like a warning for people who are easily disturbed by things. So, oh boy, this is gonna be very interesting. Enter my name. Why? I'm going to. Okay. This is gonna be very interesting. Oh, this is like a story mode. Story mode, okay. So, hey. I see an annoying girl running from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. We just started and we're already calling a girl annoying? Oh my. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh, she would oversleep. Oh, okay. Man, I cannot read. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I mean, I would run away from my friend too. Like, why not? I'd run away from my friend. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh gosh, I don't know what to expect with this game. Like I said, like, first time ever. Like, this is the first time loading it up, first time ever seeing the screen, like, ugh. And just knowing that it's got a high, like, a rating of, like, graphic stuff is kind of, oh, makes me a little nervous, like, not gonna lie. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Oh! Wait. Am I playing as a friend? Am I the friend? Am I the friend? Anyways, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Honestly? Yeah, I would ignore you, 100%. Okay, I'm sorry, Sayori. I did not mean to offend you. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Couple. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the storyline. That's right, because we're playing as... We must be playing as the love interest of Sayori? So, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. If I wanted to be mean, I definitely could. Whatever you say, Sayori. Not gonna lie, I sound like a jerk. God. It just makes me think of that fucking meme. How did that meme go? I don't remember how it goes, but at the end it was always and then somebody got smacked. And it's just what I immediately thought of when I saw that. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Phantom, have you decided on a club to join yet? I'm guessing this is where this starts up then. Gosh. Let's see. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Okay, now that does not sound like me at all. I am one who would love to join clubs. Like, I love clubs. Like, I guess I didn't really have many clubs. We had, like, sports, but I guess that's, like, a sports club. So, I mean, I guess that's considered a club. We didn't really have very many, like, clubs. Like, our school was small. There was no way. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Bitch, I didn't tell you shit. God, I am so mean to Sayori. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So she is very annoying. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. My socializing life has nothing... Like, no. You have no right to say anything about my socializing life. Like, I'm lucky to have the friends that I have right now. Because without them, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be locking myself up in a room, not doing anything. But, like, who needs social skills for college? Just kidding. You do need social skills for college. But I'm also going to college online, so I don't have to socialize with people as much. So, I don't know. I feel... I'm gonna skip this one now. I'm gonna go on. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Okay. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a net? What? Whatever that word is, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Tell schools to get better at teaching people about the real world, we wouldn't have this problem. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Bitch, worry about me all you want. I'm not asking for you to worry about me. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? No, bitch, I don't want to try. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh gosh, what am I getting myself into? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Exactly, why? Why am I letting myself get lectured by this little mini... I'm not gonna lie, she gives me My Little Pony vibes and it kind of... No. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, look, I'm at school. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Motivation to do what? Clubs. Oh yeah, I forgot about the clubs. Dang. Goes to show how my memory is. I forgot about the clubs already. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. This girl really does have a crush on me. What the f... Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you would know... Know what? What exactly are you implying here, Sayori? Oh, look at her cheeks get red. Look at that, she does have a crush. Ah, she has a crush on... Wait, she has a crush on me. Wait. Well, that you could come to my club. I love how at the beginning of this, I just called you annoying, and now you're, like, inviting me to come to your club with you. It's just... great. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. My thought exact. Like, my exact thoughts. Like, no joke. This is my exact thought. Like, I don't want to go to a club with you. If right away, like, if my character starts out and says that you're very annoying, and now you're trying to get me to join this club with you, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't do it. But yet again, it depends on how annoying, because I'm very annoying myself. Dang it, I just called myself out. Meanie. Meanie. Whatever. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh! Now that's new information. Like, I knew she was part of the literature club. I did not know she was the vice president. Oh wait, yes I did. But that wasn't introduced until the very end of the musical that I watched. Yeah, that wasn't until the very end that I saw that. So, well, good to know that she is vice president even way before the end. Okay. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Okay, so real life... I actually love literature. I love reading books. I love, like, all sorts of things. I'm actually going to college for creative writing, so that has to do with the literature sort of world there. So, I mean, I feel like this club I would actually enjoy. Just not with her. I'm so mean. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Sayori, no. I said no. I'm going to the anime club. You go away. Oh. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, you gonna tell me, Sayori? Look at those little red cheeks, huh? You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me? Huh? You gonna tell me? I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. You son of a bitch! You literally just invited me to join the literature club, literally 15, 20 seconds ago? But you had told your friends in your club that you would bring a new member the day before you even asked me. What do you mean? You basically promised them something that you weren't even sure about. I don't understand. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Let's see. Which one was Natsuki again? She was the... Oh, God. Natsuki was the other one with the pink hair, right? I believe she's that one. Yeah, Natsuki is, yeah, okay, Natsuki's the one who has, like, shoulder-length looking hair that's pink, and she likes anime, I believe, if I remember this correctly. And there's the crazy laugh again. Don't make promises you can't keep. Exactly. You literally made this plan before even asking me if I would join the literature club. Dumb bitch. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. She's an airhead. 100% an airhead. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? No, I don't even want to go. No. Yes, let's go. I am going to regret this. I am going to save this because I don't know what to expect here, so... Okay. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. See... Now this is the part of the story I think I kind of remember from the musical. It's basically she's introducing the guy to everybody. And things just de-escalate from here, so... Great. I told you, don't call me a new member. Air quotes, new member. I glance around the room. Oh gosh, there. Let's see, what's her name? Her name is Yuri, I believe. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Aw, Sayori, you don't have to, you dumb bitch. There, yep, that's Natsuki, right there. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh, she has little pigtails. Oh, for cute. Seriously, you brought a boy? Well, fuck you too. Wait, I'm a boy. Oh wait, I knew that. I am so dumb. I have not watched the musical for this in such a long time. Way to kill the atmosphere. That's Monica. I know Monica anywhere because Monica is the one I recognize the most besides Sayori. Ah, Phantom, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I know you're a devil. I know you're a devil. I know you're a monster underneath that fake little disguise-looking thing. Wait. No, wait. That's how she always looks. She's just a devil little glitch, I guess? All words escape me in this situation. Yep, basically. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I don't know what to say about that. Like, seriously, no idea. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Yuri? Natsuki? Yep, there. Yep. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yeah, see, I remember Yuri too, a little bit. She was more of the shy type, I believe. Until she, like, warms up, basically. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Only reason why I know you is because of that song. It's great to see you again, Phantom. Monica smiles sweetly. I do not like... No. Stand back up. I don't... No. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. See, I would enjoy the story so much more if I didn't know a little bit of this background information. Like, I would be so into this right now, but I know that there's stuff coming up that I'm not gonna... So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Phantom. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Gosh, Natsuki. Honestly, I kind of like Natsuki. She's feisty. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Can I see what these cupcakes look like? Like, I would like to see what they look like, personally. But if there is no picture... Yeah, no, I don't think there's a picture of them either. I will plan on drawing one of my own and including it in the video when I post it. I will do that later, because I do not have time right now. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just bite it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Why? Oh, it's because she didn't finish her sentence. Oh, okay. Made them for you or anything. Oh, yep. That one line was my thoughts, not anything else. Okay. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, no, you know, you dummy. Bitch, please. You can swear. I know this is like a rated M game. You can swear. It's fine. Kids shouldn't be playing this anyways, of what I've been told. Alright, alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. I wasn't worried, but still, why? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Real life? No. I don't drink tea. I don't drink coffee. I've cut back on pop, too. Mostly just drink water now. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Seems to me like all you girls are trying to impress me. Oh. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. You're insulted by being told that you're trying to impress me? Really? That's what insults you? Damn, you girls are easy to insult then. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Now her cheeks are red. Why? Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Well, let's see. It all started as I was gonna go to the anime club, but apparently Sayori here had already told you guys that I would be coming here. So to make her feel better, I decided to come with, and now here I am. Like, I don't know how else I would go about saying this. I was afraid of this question. I was petrified of this question because I didn't want to be here. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Oh, why not? Tell her. Tell Monica that Sayori said that you were to come here. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Did I know that she was the president? I don't remember if it said anything about her being the president of the literature club. As you guys can tell, that musical is just running through my brain as I'm trying to piece all of this together. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Why would the students have to be complaining about that? Wouldn't that have to be like the supervisors? Well, I guess these guys are supervising too, aren't they? I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Literature club. Like, literally, just put a sign over this. Literature club. Oh, gosh. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. As all their cheeks are red. Look at those, look at all that. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Phantom, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. That's right, she's the manga lover. Looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Isn't she the one? I think Yuri's the one who likes, like, horror novels. Wow, I cannot speak. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment that I walked in, but it's obvious, by the way that her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing on how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yep, there it is. Horror. She's the horror. I mean, we can make her into Pennywise. Like, just cut it in as Pennywise. I'm sorry, I read a horror book once. I've never read a horror book in my life. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. How about the rock? Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Nope. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Huh. Okay. I feel like Yuri and I would get along really well. I feel like she would like the fantasy world of, like, D&D, where you're able to just make up stories about these characters and all that. I feel like she would enjoy that then. And she could go as crazy as she'd like. Just know that your DM most likely will end up killing you eventually. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. No, Natsuki, what were you gonna say? Say it. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Oh, Natsuki, she said you don't sweetheart. She doesn't like to read horror novels. She doesn't like to be scared. Honestly, me either, though. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Natsuki is really cute though, but she's also younger than all of these girls. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Who says I wouldn't? Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. That I can agree with. Like, being somebody who's been writing things for years and has just been, like, writing out stories and different books and all that, like, I can agree with that. Like, just having somebody read your writing, like, get to experience it with you is rough. Like, I struggle. Like, even today, I still struggle with people, like, reading anything that I wrote. I'm also having the big problem with... So I have a music channel on YouTube right now as well. And I hate it when people listen to the music just because I think I sound like crap. I think it's awful. But people usually are just like, no, it's actually really good. You just need to work on this a little bit. Like, it's really, really good. Like, I've had a lot of people recently just saying how, like, well done I did certain parts. So, I mean, I guess it's building up a little confidence, but yet it's just, ugh, the confidence level is so low. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. The slouch. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What idea, Monica? Tell us your idea. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Wow, I really need to work on some speech, apparently. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Look at the worried looks. Like, she just looks like sad, like, oh no, I actually have to share this now, and she's just like, I really don't want to, don't make me do it. And then Monica's just like, yeah, that'll teach him. Let's make him do it. Yeah, let's do it. Sayori's all for it. She's like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Phantom? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Bitches, so here's the thing I'm telling you right now. I don't want to be a part of your club. I only came because Sayori asked me to because she told you guys that I would come. That is the only reason why I'm here. I never said I would join this club. Point made. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Why are you all staring at me? Why? Why are you staring at me? Look away, you little fuckers. I know you all want a piece of this, but no. No, not happening. All four girls stare at me, back at me with dejected eyes. But... Is she crying? Is that a tear? I'm sorry, I thought... Phantom? Really? You're all getting upset because I told you no, that I didn't want to be a part of this? Y'all mad because I told you that Sayori kind of made me do this? You all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price that I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up, as they all lift up onto the screen a little bit more because they stopped slouching like little babies because they were going to have a big hissy fit. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, Natsuki, but I did. I only came for the fucking cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Phantom, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Darn laugh, I cannot. No. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me. The anxiety when writing, especially when somebody else is going to read it, it's up there. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Phantom, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! 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 With that, the two of us departed the club room and made our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so now I'm actually playing a game? Is this like a mini game in between? Okay. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm going to impress one of these people, apparently. It's not even giving me like a sentence to go with. I just choose words. Color. I'm just choosing words. Okay, these words I like imagination. Sing. I don't like her, I'm sorry. And I know that's related to her, like, I guess hopeless. Calm. Wonderful. Friends. Essence. Happiness. Email. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just choosing words. Lollipop. Chocolate. Depression. Depression is me. Wait. Did she just jump for depression? Is this bitch depressed? Is Sayori depressed? Like, I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I clicked depression and she jumped. Music? I'd be an option for this. No, we're, smile. Cry. Peace. I got 2 more. Anxiety. Yep, that one was anxiety, okay. But why was she depression? And heart. And I guess I'm back into the game. Hi again, Phantom. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. You don't know how much I've been thinking about running. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Phantom. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Natsuki, what the fuck? Why are you coming at me, bruh? And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Yeah, Natsuki. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica! Monica! I'm sorry. I really need sleep, man. Manga is literature. Technically, not wrong. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Phantom always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. This bitch just gonna go up in flames because she doesn't know how to take care of herself without somebody's help. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Phantom can become good friends too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take away from the game for a moment. I love her hair. I would love to do this with my hair. Like, this is awesome. Sorry. Anyways. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Bruh. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Again, airhead. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I'm sorry, but the main character here finds just the dumbest things to be cute. If it was this easy to get a guy, man, I'd have a whole bunch of them by now. But no, this is not how it is. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically... Wow, I cannot speak tonight. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Natsuki, you can come out of the closet at any time. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Sayori, let Monica finish. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? I'm with Monica. Why suggest cupcakes if you weren't gonna have Natsuki do them in the first place? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and can make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, whoa! Hello. Why you so close? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. What was that little jump? The little wee! Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Well, bitch, I could be at the napping club if you would have let me choose a different club, but no, I had to be at the literature club! Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud! I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That darn laugh. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. It's a secret. Sayori, a secret is something that's not so obvious. Like, it's obvious if the character notices that you're late to getting up every single day. It's not a secret. Especially if you end up being late to school or any of that. So, it's not a secret that you're not waking up on time. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's this toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Sayori, if I notice it, everybody else is going to be able to notice it. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. Hey, you bitch. Quit acting like a little child with that pouty little face. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? I just called Sayori out. I just fucking burned that bitch. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What the fuck is this angle? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking of how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? No. Really, no. I guess? Hey, be careful. But the button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Bitch, you've grown. You need to get a bigger size. Bigger size, you dumb bitch. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Yeah, that's definitely one thing. Definitely one thing. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori has hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Bitch, you were just having a big hissy fit that I said that you didn't have a boyfriend because you didn't look properly dressed. But now that you're not properly dressed, you're not caring that you're not getting a boyfriend. Can you make up your fucking mind? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Sayori? Like, it's obvious that you had... Like, I knew from the start you had a crush on him. But why? And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Jeez Louise, girl. What the fuck you thinking? Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Phantom, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I sound so enthused. Sound so excited. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I don't even know what I wrote. All I know is I chose words, and these words are just random words that don't even rhyme. So I don't even know what I wrote. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't even know what my poem is about. All I know is the words that I chose made Sayori jump the most. And I'm still confused on why Sayori jumped on depression. Like, the little bit I know about her, she's wishing that my character notices her. But is she depressed? Like, is she also, like, suffering with depression? You know what? I'm gonna show Yuri first. Yuri seemed the most experienced, so I should start with her. I could trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if it's in her demeanor, totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounded like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. She's right. There is just so many different, techniques, writing techniques and all these different skills that you have to have when writing. It's insane. Being a writer myself, writing as long as I have been writing, it's just crazy. Just how many different styles and all that there are out there. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Am I going to be able to read her poem? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh. Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. It's funny. Amber. Okay. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Bitch, it didn't take me that long to read. I was just trying to think of what you were trying to express. That's it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Phantom. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did. Only. Oh my gosh. Let me start over. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. I am going to take a moment to pause here. I have to go get some water because I'm severely thirsty. So I will be right back, and we will continue on with what we're doing here. Alright, I'm back. Honestly, this is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But yet again, I know there's still more dark things coming. So it's just a moment of time before it's not fun anymore. Should I show my poem to next? You know what? Sayori's my friend, and she was the one who bounced the most when I was writing it, so... Oh my goodness! This is so good, Phantom! Bitch, you're just saying that because you feel like it. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I am not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either. Or, whoa. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a phantom poem. That's what it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Phantom. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Whoa. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Corny much? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Is that a roast? Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. You get cranky about a lot of things. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh my gosh. Do I have to go through all these guys? Yeah. Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? Bitch, you smack me, I'll smack you back. It's self-defense. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Why is this like a little kid's poem? Well, I guess... it could be, okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it's hit too hard. Like in this poem. Okay, so she likes the more simple poems that still have like a lot of meaning behind them. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, Monika's the last one. Hi, Phantom. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Phantom. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Mm-hmm. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I won't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Monika's realization. Oh shit. I just sounded like Yuri. What the fuck, man? But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Why are all the girls in the literature club going, oh, I'm not very good at writing. It's not a very good thing. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Again, the air quotations. You claim to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Couldn't you have called it something else? It wouldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I will never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side. He on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That is actually a good saying. Like, that's with anything. If you focus too hard on making it perfect, you're never going to get anywhere. And that was actually an issue that I just recently had myself, again, on my music channel. I was working so hard to make my first post perfect that I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't getting any followers. I wasn't getting myself out there. So now when I do that sort of stuff, I kind of just, whatever, you know, make it work. And now I have like 7 songs posted. So, I mean, I'm getting myself out there now. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Honestly, Monica, I never thought I'd say this. Good advice. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Phantom did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I can come across something particularly inspiring. Gosh, I'm starting to sound like two high school girls just bitching at each other. Which I haven't yet. And Phantom likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Phantom appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? This has turned into a catfight, folks. These two bitches are about to pull out their claws and attack each other. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Phantom started showing up. Bruh. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's the little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Phantom! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She just started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Phantom. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Phantom? Well, shit, how do I go about this now? Well, ladies, calm down. You both are thinking about this way too fucking much. But yet again, my character can't seem to say shit because he doesn't know what to say. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Honestly, just being present. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... Oh my gosh. So I get the choice of Natsuki, saying that simple is more meaningful. Yuri, who says more complex means you're able to express yourself more. Or I could just yell at Sayori to help me. Bruh. I'm like an hour and a half into this game and still nothing. I'm gonna... Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glared at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri... These bitches! Will you not just listen to me for one fucking moment? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Phantom? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh man, I should technically shout that. That should be... Stop! So Sayori is now pissed. So fuck you girls. You fucking angled the bitch. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. I'm not sure that was how we should have gone about that, but okay. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? Are you telling me to take care of my best friend? Well, I guess she's my best friend. But you're telling me to take good care of her? Okay. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I could only get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Phantom, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Phantom! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. When I recreate this for my YouTube channel, I'm gonna add that sound effect. If I'm able to find it, I'm gonna add that sound effect over each time this is said. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Phantom, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Bruh. Quit trying to get in these girls' pants. Like, we get it. You have a crush on every single one of them because they're all so cute and so pretty and blah 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 blah. But no, you don't need that. No, man. Come on. Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an international monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. And we're choosing words again. Alright. Honestly, I kind of want to go grab my dice and just roll a dice to decide which word. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 words. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go see if I can find my dice. Okay, I found dice. Now I gotta figure out which one is my D10. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have, so Sparkle will be 1, Dance 2, Bouncy 3, Comfort 4, Fantasy 5, and then 6, and then Pout 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're just gonna do it that way. So that we'll roll it here in a second. I want to record it so I have it for my YouTube video. So first one is a 3. So that would be Bouncy. That was a 5, so Ambient. That was 3 again, so Bubbles. That was a 1, so that's Warm. That was a 5, so that's Marriage. I'm not getting any high numbers, so I'm not getting anything on this right side, but... Oh, that was a 9. So that's Electricity. Man, I gotta do this how many more times here? Okay. It's a 2. So Amazing. 3. So Parfait. Of course, any of the food ones is gonna be with Natsuki. That was a 6. 5. 4. It's a 5. 3. 6 more. 6 more. 6. 4. 1. 1. 7. So 5, 6, 7. 2 more. 1. And 6. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm quite interested in this game. Like, I didn't think I was gonna enjoy this game this much, but it's actually not that bad as of right now. Like, I know there's still the dark stuff coming because it has a warning on it for a reason. So, just to figure out what reason. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable around here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Phantom. So, yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see.
That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a good look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and it lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Aha! Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Phantom to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Yeah, Sayori, you should really think about that. Think about it, Sayori. You fucked up. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori? I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Sayori just does not believe that my character has any chance of getting into this book club. Okay, whatever. Oh. What just happened? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Please say this was Natsuki. Please say it was Natsuki who threw this cookie. Please say it was. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? No. Please say it was Natsuki. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Yep, it was Natsuki. Natsuki's just like, hey bitch, you're not you when you're hungry. Have a fucking cookie, man. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! It's so good, man! So good! Oof. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue! Oh my gosh. The airhead is showing more and more all the time, Sayori. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Exactly. My reaction too, Natsuki. Like, jeez, what the fuck? Are you a fucking pig? Like, why? Like, why are you having to eat everybody else? Like, she brought you your own cookie. And here you are asking her to have hers. Like, to taste hers. What is wrong with you? Bakers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Natsuki, did you give her an oatmeal raisin one by chance? Please say you did, because oatmeal raisin is absolutely disgusting. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reached up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Fucking pig. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. This bitch disappear? Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh, they mean boyfriend. Damn, that took me way too long to figure out. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. She's working to impress my character because she wanted to show off her skills. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Phantom. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I can't think of words right now. I'm so tired, man. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Phantom! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, the big festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Phantom to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion.
See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Phantom? Yep, let's go. This, like, is a long story. Like, I've spent just about 2 hours on this, and I haven't had anything that was shown in the musical at all. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull? Phantom? You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. What are we, Shakespeare? Like, no offense, Sayori, but, like, reading these poems that everyone has wrote, none of us are Shakespeare. Like, this is not, like, Shakespearean performance. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Gosh, I did really good with that. I was not expecting that. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Bruh. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing! But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival is gonna be so much fun! Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Phantom, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's tell you what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a full box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Like, these guys are supposed to be in high school. Really acting childish. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smacked. She just got smacked. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. This dumb bitch! Like, I'm dumb too. Like, I do the same thing. I knock my head into everything. But jeez, woman. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Why? What is with these weird angles? Ugh. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There is a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Phantom, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I will be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. You imbecile! Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Phantom. It's kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things that you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could, and you would try really hard to get me to stop crying, and it was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Phantom, I don't think you realize, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Phantom. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling what we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing. My hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs! Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Okay, just, how does a bump like that cause you to have that much issue? Like, I've bumped my head multiple times on multiple things, even doors, while opening them, and I've never had that much pain. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead? She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Phantom. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Bruh. I want to get to this good stuff, man. I've been playing this for 2 hours! When do we start getting some good twists and turns in here? Come on. Anyways. Let's just go... You know what? Let's just start with Monica. Let's just straight up start with Monica. Hi again, Phantom. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even if in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Okay, whatever. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the line really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Phantom, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Whoops. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow makes everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? Pat Sayori said. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? Maybe? Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Phantom, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I am a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyways, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle, keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottle. All in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and I come in, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but it's all I hear. All I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Dang, that was deep. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Well, we shall find out, shall we? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki, let's do you next. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe this was a compliment? Glad you see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that's what you completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy tried to help me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? Well, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Now, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Phantom. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to feel a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Now to read Yuri's poem. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread and my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, raccoon, and urge. The moon incitement is a phase that reflects much more light off my cutting knife. It's very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other, but the raccoon becomes hungry and more frequent, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it is supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that has that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed kind of like the person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I'd have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come to the front, sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you already heard about it. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Oh, I clicked the button again. Whoops. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members, but the least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways... Sorry, I just glanced up and saw Monika's face. She's sweating. She's sweating. She's sweating. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off by helping everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with her perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Phantom liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems won't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery won't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Oh, I did it again. Natsuki? Don't make me go before Phantom. It's not like I can compare with you guys anyways. Might as well let Phantoms lower everyone's standards so I have... might as well let Phantom lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and stand in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I received applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just for my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have ideas on what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised with that you're putting all this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. I still do not like it when Monica stands like that. I don't quite know what it is about that. Just not something I enjoy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If, for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Phantom. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Okay, so now I have the choice. Would I walk home with Yuri, or would I still walk home with Sayori? Honestly, Sayori's my friend. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Phantom. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? the conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away, so who knows what will happen in that time. Bruh. You know what? We're just choosing random words. We're just gonna go whoop, 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 whoop. I just chose words because... Okay. So I'm actually gonna save here. And I'll probably play more later. I am just exhausted. I have work tomorrow. And plus it just seems like just a good place to kind of just wait. So... But that is where I shall end that at least. But yeah, so expect to see that stuff posted onto YouTube eventually here. Also, I do have a music channel, which I don't know if anybody's interested in that. If you are, I will try and link it with my Twitch stuff, so you guys can check that out too if you want. But as of right now, I am gonna log off. I am gonna go to bed here, and I will maybe play more tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see, though. But yeah, so far it's a good game. Like, nothing really terribly bothersome. I mean, some scenes are just kind of like, why'd you have this happen? But other than that, pretty good so far. I like it. But I know that I'm going to regret that here soon, so... But anyways... I'm going to bed, man. Bye!